your student nurse from Section E. Today I will be going to discuss to you about the human person and values development. So, without further ado, let's go! Before I start, I just want to ask everyone if you have any idea about human person and values development. So I guess this is the time. This is my time to discuss to you what is the human person and values development. So a human person, it is they are the one who can understood the through its act and human action. Though it's this understanding may be on approximation due to permanence and accumulation, but nonetheless give a deeper understanding of human person and anything. It means human person, they are the one who can understand through action of other people. They can think properly. They can decide properly. That is the human person. So while the values development is they are the one who acquiring the set of beliefs and values. It is relating to what is right and what is wrong. That guides the intentions, attitudes, and behavior towards oneself. So we have different society and different environment that developing our disposition to act accordance with such beliefs and values. That is the values development. So that is the meaning of values development and human person. So today we are going to proceed on my part to our topic. So my part on our topic is it is all about the 7 habits of highly effective people. So we have 7 habits. So the first is be proactive. In be proactive, it means we have the ability to choose the response. We have ability to choose between the right and wrong, and but it must be taken into account that we must be responsible enough for whatever consequences of our actions and that may lead to. We can use our creativity and initiatives, and we are the one who in charge on this habit. Next is next habit is begin with the end in mind. So this habit means where we can ask everyone where do we go from here? Know where you want to go, and in these habits we can make plans, decisions, and see to it that that the time and efforts that we will be going to spend on this habit will be utilized and confirms that we want to achieve. So we can use our ability to envision. So this is where I want to go. We can say that this is where I want to go, and these are the things that I must be done to lead me to the right direction. That is the begin with the end in mind. So next that we are going to discuss is about the put first things first. So we have idea about put first things first. It is about prioritizing something. So it is practicing our self management to know our priorities. We have a lot of priorities, and we have different priorities in life. So just like me that I still student right now, so my priorities in life is to achieve is to graduate college and find makahanap ng maayos na trabaho and provide my family. That is my goal. So next is think win-win. So the term think win-win, it is about concerns about mutual benefit. It is about putting both parties on a favorable situation. Parang wala tayong pinapanigan. That is the think win-win. Wala tayong tawag doon, wala tayong pinapanigang situation. We think those situation in favorable or right. They are all right. Next is we are going to proceed on number 5, which is we are going to seek first to understand, then to be understood. This habit, it is about saying we should know the saying goes that the best way to understand is to listen. The best way to understand is to listen. So it means we are going to practice practice of empathy that governs our habit. It is about putting ourselves on the shoes of that person. It's like putting our shoes to that person, and based on the person's explanation, rather, we ought to evaluate, prove, advise, and interpret as a way of responding the person's feelings. It's sinasabi dito na it's like putting ourselves in the shoes of that person. It's like we need to share. Example, I have a friend that merong problema. Then she shared that to me, and then even though I am not interested to her problem, pakinggan mo siya. Wag mo siyang wag mong ipaparamdam sa kanya na she is not important. We need to understand that person and putting ourselves on the shoes of that person. Okay. So next is synergize. Synergize, it means it is a whole is greater than the sum of its part. It is the whole is greater than the sum of parts. It means more tasks will be done if we utilize all things that we have. So even though our contribution is that small, maliit, and if everybody will do their part, things will go on smoothly. It means if katulad sa atin, we are still kabataan or mga students, and sa government is maliit pa lang yung responsibility natin or maliit pa lang yung contribution natin sa community, is we need to give that importance, kasi at least nakatulong tayo, nakakontribute tayo sa community natin, at nakakontribute din tayo sa government natin. Next is sharpen the saw. The last is sharpen the saw. Sharpen the saw. It means we should apply that we had to learn a couple of years back will become outdated. Many things evolve and develop so fast that there is need to update ourselves through various food for the brain resources. So next is we are going to proceed on maturity continuum. So then, according to Stephen Covey, these habits So, according to Stephen Covey, these habits move us progressively in maturity continuum. So, from dependence to independence to interdependence. So, maturity continuum give us idea that we can develop this process on continuous basis and regularly change the way you progress based on our own growth. So in other words, you need to learn you learn to keep growing based on what you have learned. you learn to keep growing based on what you have learned. That is the maturity continuum. So we became mature. We can begin to recognize the value of human relationships, cooperations, and collaborations. So interdependence, they are the critical to succeed in all aspects of life. Interdependence. So from marriage to family to the workplace. So even in nature, everything is interconnected in a careful Even in nature, everything is interconnected in a careful balance. So to maintain the powerful ecological system, we are going to proceed on maturity continuum. So the first is dependence. So independence is it is about someone that is already that is dependent or relies on you or relies to other people. It is it is about to fulfill their needs, and just like us, we are still students that we are depending on our parents. So for example, it is as infants, we can begin to live physically, mentally, and emotionally. So we as infant it is they are dependent on their parents and caregivers. So we can't they can't get around by themselves. They rely on their parents, and they are the one to teach them how to world works. So and based on our senses of identity and self-worth on what the others reflects will back to you. That is dependence. Next is interdependence, or independence rather. Okay, independence. In independence, it is all about doing things for ourselves, not relying to someone. For example, we already done college, and we have work na, tayo na yung nagpo-provide sa sarili natin. It is about independence. Tumitira na tayo sa isang bahay nang wala tayong kasama, mag-isa lang tayo. That is independence. So as we get older, we are able to be more self-reliant. From feeding ourselves to make our own life decision, to being financially independent. Emotionally, we need to learn derive our senses from worth from within, and independent of others' opinion of you. That is the meaning of independence. In interdependence it is about people who are interdependent, having ability and self-confidence. That comes from independence, but it is also understand the power of working with others to achieve more than they could alone. It is about socializing with other people. Okay, so that's the end of my part in our reading. So I hope you learned something, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the share button for joke na. So that's the end. So thank you for listening, everyone. See you. See you next vlog.